Let's try this one. Indian clubs doing single spins from hand to hand. Watch carefully as I pass one of my clubs. Sideways. Thank you, the one pervert in the crowd laughing. Thanks, Bob. Under my pattern with my right hand. A-whoosh. With my left hand. A-whoosh. With both hands at the same time. A-whoosh. A-whoosh. I wish you'd applaud soon. This is dangerous. Good thing I'm a white boy. A double spin from the right. A double spin from the left and from both hands at the same time. A triple spin. Ow! Savages. From the other hand. And from both hands at? Everyone from both hands at? Lots more. Sorry, I can't count to 4. Through my pattern sideways. Oh, whoa! I mean whoosh. With the other hand. It wouldn't have worked so well in catching just a moment ago. Whoosh. And now from both hands at?
How does he do that?
Drugs. They're wearing off. Under the leg. Whoosh. Under the other leg. Whoosh. All right, under the other leg. Whoosh. And now you've guessed what's next. Under. Say it out loud, lady. She said under both legs at the same time. Do you agree with her? Yeah. The proper response at a Renaissance fair being aye. On cue. Can't all be from Lebanon. Except for him. It's not bad manners, it's good beer. I used to have long hair and I still haven't quite gotten over it. Want to see me do my imitation of a pirate?
Yeah!
Arr! Didn't get it? All right, my imitation of an old lady pirate. Arr! They got that one. Where was I? Under both legs at the same time? She said under both legs at the same time. Do you agree with her?
Aye.
Here we go, under both legs at the same time. Drum roll, please. Lift him up, big girl! Hey! Next time, don't wink at me when you do that. That's very distracting. Pink and blue flowers. She was wearing a black thong. Grandma! I'm telling.
Drink more beer?
Water. Water. Aqua. Under both legs.
Yeah!
At the same time. Whoosh. Some of you weren't impressed. I'll impress you all by doing all 3 under both legs at the same time. That's the ticket. Whoosh. Even more dangerous, one under all 3 legs. Whoosh. Just like high school, nobody came. We're gonna have to hide it with a The teacher's got it. Well, just that one teacher, and she was in the news, but we won't talk about her. Here we go. You know, that's perfect. Here we go. Look, my favorite trick with the clubs, one up the middle. me, all right. A real trick for you.
Oh.
Wasn't paying attention.
Woo, Storm!
What was that brave little thing in purple? You want to see knives catch? Remember, audience, if I drop one of these and they go flying off into the audience, you can only catch them by the handle. And just so you know, the reason I drink before and during my shows, if one of these go flying off into the audience and killing you, I won't feel a thing. Where's that kid? I know I should have made it lower, but I didn't know it was going to squirt so well. I'm old, it doesn't squirt so well. Nothing like having slippery hands when you're juggling something stupid.
Too close. Yeah, right there.
Perfect.
You're not that smart, are you? I knew if I got it somewhere over there. Damn that son.
I said juggle already.
Damn that son. Even though it's a daughter. We're in Oregon. Look, Mom, I got my finger in the dike. Stop that, you'll go blind. Just me. Is that why I'm so... Shut up! I hate my sound, you little bitch. Doggo. Stand next to your friends that are talking shishka kid. That's special. The joust doesn't even start till 4. By the way, I drink dark beer.
Wait.
Clap! Clap loud for these kids, God! Free Edward Scissorhands haircuts! Free medieval circumcisions!
Very big.
Raise your arm up. Raise your arm up. Up. Raise it all the way up above you. Go ahead. Just for me. No? I'm sorry. Raise your arm. Not so bad. 3 teachers. Did you hear him go? Damn, they're in my class. Under the leg! Hey, lady. My leg. Watch carefully, this trick was taught to me by a rabbi. And it only works once. Under the leg.
Whose leg? Your leg. Get off the leg.
Do I know you? Yes? I'm trying to, but she's way over there. No, you don't have to go sit next to me. Daddy picked him up. Oh no, it's that little guy. Yes, go sit next to me. No, I'm joking. What I do is I train my assistants to go sit next to the bad the loud. Yep. It's the whole damn audience. You might as well stay. But when there's somebody who won't shut up, or they cry when they shouldn't supposed to, and they're actually laughing in their daddy's shoulder the whole time. Fake out the joke. Did I do this part already? Under the leg! I know that's my next trick, so I'm gonna try it. Under the leg! Taught to me by a rabbi. Man, that's brisk. Under the other leg, I'm tucked in over there. It's not funny. I mean, good work. And now for a trick invented thousands of years ago in the far land of Egypt by some idiot. It's called a chop. It goes like this. That's not the trick, or just going snaky-eyed like the Egyptian. Yes, and I was thinking about it.
Caleb, come on.
Don't cry. Would you like to see more? One more.
No, I want to see at least one more.
Would you like to see one more? I mean, all right. I picked up my bag and it's falling apart. It's like, went through a heat wave with me and my rest of my equipment and it all melted.
Oh no.
It was Washington 3 years ago. You remember that heat wave? When it was 100 degrees for more days than you have ever had in the Northwest? 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
No.
I shook out my torches on the otherwise dirt, and the dirt caught on fire.
Oh no.
Watch carefully as I make this beautiful lady come with one finger. I'm sorry. Wait a minute, if I have to show you. Mr. Fister thing. She's coming, leave her alone, boy. Is that one yours? Oh, good, I'm getting back at you right now. What be your name, oh tasty morsel? Sophia. I give you Sophia. Give her a hand. Sophia, I brought you up here because you look so incredibly edible standing back there that I wanted you to hold my equipment.
I'm sorry. I'm taking over the drop.
Stand here on the bloodstain from the last show. Thank you. You're a good bottom. Stand there. Sophia, you're so enthusiastic and apologetic all at the same time. I want you to hold my fluid too. But you have to do it the right way, Sophia. It's all right. You're about to have another one. I think he's excited. Sophia, did you bring your own lighter for this trip? But it's part of my show to call out and say, does anyone have a light, children?
Oh my.
Sophia, you're going to have to hold this too. Here, let me help. All right. I love my job. Sophia, is that your husband standing right back there? Is that your child standing there?
Yes.
And your other friends over there? Sophia, I want to show this whole audience and your husband and this small child that this hand isn't nearly as dangerous as this hand. Sophia, he didn't get it. We're going to have to show him again. Sorry, Sophia, you're so good. Take a bow. No, don't. Sorry, Sophia, that was my spoon. Little piece of wood I keep up front for emergencies. Let me explain,
so much.
child. Let me explain. The spoon is for the stew, and every good man should have one on his belt. But Sophia, the knife is for cutting up the meat that goes into the stew, and again, every good man should have one. But Sophia, the sheepskin-lined leather handcuffs, they're for dessert. You owe me money. I've got 3. And you. Hey boy, just call me daddy. He's laughing. Have you enjoyed my show? Have you enjoyed my show? Good. Watch carefully at the end of my show, which is in just a moment. I, Adam the Bawdy Juggler, will perform a feat of magic, and I'll make this whole audience disappear before your very eyes simply by passing the hat. They're not laughing, Sophia. What this means for you is this is the only way I make a living. If you'd like to help support what I do, put something of value in my hat, be generous. It's a big damn hat. And you know what they say about a man with a big hat, don't you, Sophia?
He sleeps well?
Compensating. But it's all right. I've been a white boy for a long time. No, what I mean to say is this. If you cannot give to me, do not walk away feeling guilty, especially those of you in the easy escape routes. Do not walk away feeling guilty. Take something home, a trinket from a booth or a smile from my show, and share it with your friends. I'll come back with you tomorrow or next year, and it'll be a bigger, better show for all. Don't you think?
Yes.
But don't forget the first part. I don't have to be out here risking life and limb for you. I could be at your homes, robbing them. Yet here I am, risking life and limb for you. Call her Lefty. How are you doing, Sophia?
Pretty good.
That's what I think. Are you ready?
I'm getting warmer.
Let me find my balls up. But children, if your parents don't give you a $5 bill for the nice juggler at the end of the show, they may not love you. Sophia, I'll take the fluid. You put all the heads together, hold them down, Sophia. Oh, you've done this before. That's why he has dark hair and that one has light hair. Sophia, hold him a little higher. That's dangerous. Hold him a little bit to the right, Sophia. Oh, that is the right. I was checking to see if you were blonde. Check the carpets later, but no. Probably sporting a hardwood floor anyway. You didn't say no. Bawdy, yes.
Bawdy. He's the Bawdy Juggler.
Take a picture, Dad. Sophia, I'm going to lubricate the ends. Try not to squeal for about 5 minutes. You're the perverts laugh at that joke. Including your husband.
That's why I married him.
It's okay. I had a wife once. Had to give her back.
I don't know this man really.
Sophia, they don't know. Sophia, I'm dribbling because I'm old. Oh, that was a lot. You know how that works out in the end? Depends. Anyway. I just made that up. Audience, repeat after me. Drink triple.
Drink triple.
C double.
C double.
Act single.
Act single.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sophia. What I meant to say was... Sophia, I'm going in. You know, Sophia, you haven't said no once. That's my favorite kind of assistant. Sophia, you do things to me. And apparently my costume, too. Here, Sophia, you take this. Sophia, light my fire. Oh, not used to that after all this years of marriage? Let me help your husband here. No. Different show entirely. Hear the audience groan? Sophia, this is dangerous. Therefore, to allay your fear, well, mostly because it's fearful, I'm going to stand behind you. And to allay your fear, I'll distract you by tickling your belly button. She still hasn't said no. I haven't even found your belly button. Give me a break. Be careful. And Sophia, don't move away too soon. I'm tenting. Be careful, Sophia. Bang! I had to bang her once. Everything I say or do, you can describe literally, children. I'm going to do a lot more than you. Go ahead. Hammer. Give her a hand! Woo! Give Sophia a hand! Oh, look, Sophia Big Flames, it's a pride parade! Only the gays laugh.
Light your hair on fire!
Mother should have swallowed you. I'm juggling here, you little. Sophia, this next trick is for you. Here she came.
Yay!
Hot dog. Hey, my face. Not dangerous enough?
Yeah!
Let's try this one, the last one, the very last one. Sophia! That was a fantasy I had about her and her and her. But he was holding the camera.
There we go.
Yeah!
Touch me, ladies, just so I feel not so gay. Children! Never put anything flaming and poisonous in your mouth. Unless your Catholic priest tells you to. Hey! I was raised a Catholic! And I'm still sore from the experience. Thanks for yelling during my line. Would you care to say it to the rest of the class? No, just swallow then. I'm Adam the Bawdy Juggler! Two things. One, there's fine entertainment on all these stages, 4 of them, and a joust, stand, play. The other is, I'm Adam the Bawdy Juggler. If you've had half as much fun as I've enjoyed this show for you, then you're having a grand day. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
My assistant, will stand here in the middle. I will stand in the back. If you'd like to give, please give. If you'd like to give, remember it's like church. Give 10% of everything you own. Thank you very much. Oh, good. Your parents love you. All right, a sandwich. Thank you. Push and shove your way to the juggler. I'll wait for each and every one of you.
Such a sharp tongue.
All right.
Pass it up. Oh, I think it's over.